morning, everybody. Hope you're all well. Bit foggy here where I'm living at the moment. Can't see very far, but hopefully it'll clear up later on. Hope everybody's had a good week. Not long now, and hopefully we can come out of our lockdown to our tears and get on with life. Bit more freedom, not a lot, but a little bit. But we've got to make the most of it, haven't we? I'm not sure who's with us this morning. Oh, Mary's with us this morning. Morning, Mary. Hope you're okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So at the moment, it's just you, Mary. Majority of people seem to watch later on because I suppose they're busy. Can't be out shopping, can they? Hi, Benny. Nice to have you with us this morning. Yeah, I don't think they'll be out shopping, will they? Can you imagine what it's going to be like in Primani next week when they open? Goodness me, they're going to be absolutely deluged. Oh, that's nice, Richard. Richard just said his town, where he's been at, his town is heaving. He's just been shopping. It's filled with old people. Well, I suppose I include myself in that now. I'm nearly. Oh, I think I've got another year till I'm a proper pensioner. Is it 65? Still don't get my pension till I'm 66, mind you. Good morning, Vivian. Lovely that you could come and join us this morning for our meditation. Excuse Richard and I having a chat, but yeah. So this morning's meditation, a little bit of a strange one again. I was given this one from Spirit last week, actually. They seem to be giving me two at a time now. So then I have a break, which is quite nice the week after. Very, very different this one is, but I hope you're going to enjoy it. Um, Definitely one to uplift us. And yeah, obviously my guys are slightly on the strange side. Good morning, Rhonda. Lovely you could join us today. So I don't think I've ever done a meditation, and I've done quite a few meditations over the years, that I've taken anybody anywhere like this. But who am I to argue? They know what we want, don't they? And they know what's going to be the best for us, and which is what's going to brighten us up in the morning and give us what we need. And I think there's an awful a lot of people struggling at the moment. People that wouldn't normally struggle. I think it's been a long time, and I think it's getting to a lot of people, isn't it? And especially with Christmas coming up and that sort of thing. I think people are finding it quite hard. So let's try and keep our spirits up. Let's try and be positive, but keep thinking on the positive side. I know it's not always easy to do. You know, when you wake up in, excuse me, in the mornings, think of all the good things, not the bad things. And it sets you up for the day, all the wonderful things. And there are good things that are happening around all of us, even though we might be struggling to find them. You know, we've all got good things there around us. And I think that's what we've got to do. Just be positive at the moment. This isn't going to last forever. And, you know, whatever happens, there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. And we'll come out of this and we'll move on. And hopefully, you know, people are saying it's going to be a different world. Hopefully, it's going to be a better world. Yeah, Vivian says lots of people are struggling in silence. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I've got quite a few friends that are normally, what would I say, quite resilient and get on with stuff. And I've even noticed myself, it's getting to me now. And I got to the stage where I sort of went through the anger bit and I was getting very angry. So I couldn't watch the news and I thought this is stupid. Now I can just watch it and I just sort of look at it and I laugh and I think, oh, well, that's all farcical and whatever. I mean, I still abide by them and because you have to, but I think you've just got to try and find that little bit of positive in there, haven't you? Um, and there are so many people struggling in so many different ways, losing their job. I've got families of people in my family have been made redundant, lost jobs. Yet on the other hand, I've had good news that One of my granddaughters passed a good test, so she can go to grammar school now. My other daughter's been accepted for uni to train as a teacher. So there's always something bright that we can look at. And I'm so lucky because I've got grandchildren and I've only got to look at my grandchildren's faces and they cheer me up. Doesn't matter how miserable you are. And I expect those of you that have got animals as well. You know, animals are so lovely. They come up and love you unconditionally, don't they? When you stroke an animal, it makes you so calm. So let's get on with our meditation this morning. Yeah, Mary says she's struggling a little bit as well recently. I know it's tough, Mary, isn't it? I think it's been a long time, and I think originally we told, what, 3 weeks, was it? And when people were saying, and then they sort of threw in, oh, it could be next year, and we're sort of thinking, well, no, I don't think that's going to happen. But we're lucky we've got our churches. We've got Spiritual Psychics TV that could keep us together. All our online programs and everything. We're like a little family, aren't we? So we can be there for each other and lift each other's spirits. And even if you're at home on your own and you can't go out for whatever reason, if you come and join Spiritual Psychic TV, there's always normally a program on, or somebody having a chat, or somebody that you could talk to, and it lifts your spirits a little bit. And that's all you need sometimes, just to get you out of the doldrums when you're feeling a little bit down, and then you can cope with the rest of the day. But it isn't easy, and like I say, everybody's got their own crosses that they're bearing, haven't they? Even the people that are perhaps got illnesses that aren't being treated properly at the moment. That's another thing. But we'll keep our fingers crossed that things will be brighter. And I'm sure this meditation today is going to cheer you all up. And hopefully it's going to lift your spirits, because like I say, it's quite a different one. So let's get on and have a go with it. So if you'll get yourselves nice and comfortable, sit in your chairs lovely and comfy, and just close your eyes. And we're going to just relax. Take a few deep breaths in and out. In and out. Just let your body relax. Just feel your legs feeling heavy. Let your arms feel heavy. Give them a jiggle around. Give your shoulders a wiggle. Just take a few deep breaths in and out. Mary is saying that she's got family that she has to be strong for, and I think this meditation this morning is going to make us strong. It's going to lift us up. So relax your head, relax your neck. Just let your body feel lovely and light. You're protected and you're safe. I want you to visualize that beautiful white light coming up through your feet, coming up through your ankles to your shins. Watch that white light as it goes up past your knees, up through your thighs, past your hips, into your body. As that white light goes deep through your torso, into your chest area, down your arms, into your hands, into your head. And watch as that white light goes deep into your heart area. Feel that light in your heart area, making you feel loved, making you feel protected, making you feel safe, making you feel special. You're important, you matter. Just enjoy that white light as it goes through your body. You may feel a bit tingly, you may feel warm. They're just lovely sensations as that energy comes into your body, protecting you and keeping you safe. And we're going to start our journey now. The sun is shining brightly and you're in the countryside. And as you're walking in the countryside, you can hear music playing. I want you to just start to walk towards the music. And as you walk towards the music, it's getting louder and louder. And as you carry on walking, you notice there's a large entrance and you can see a fairground in front of you. It looks like a very old-fashioned fairground. And there's a large entrance with a sign that says Fairground on it. And around that entrance are so many different coloured balloons blowing in the wind. And I want you to walk towards that entrance. Look at the balloons, how free they are as they're blowing and banging together. You can even hear them as they're banging together in the wind around the entrance. And I want you to go into the entrance. And as you go in, you can see so many stalls and different rides. The children are laughing and families are having so much fun around you. Listen to them all talking excitedly about what they want to do and where they want to go. I want you to start walking around the fair. What can you see? There's just so many different stalls and rides. Everybody's laughing, everybody's so happy and carefree. And I want you to walk around the fair until you come across a carousel. It's in front of you and it's turning round and round. And there's so many different types of horses on the carousel. It has a striped dome roof covered in fairy lights. And there's music playing as it's going round and round. Just listen to that music. What tune is it playing? It might be playing an old tune, something that means something to you. May bring back a memory from your family or a happy time in your life. Just listen to that music and watch that carousel as it's going round and round with the children on it and the people on it laughing. And gradually it gets slower and slower until it stops. And when it finally stops, I want you to go and choose one of the horses and climb onto it. You're completely safe. And the carousel gently starts to turn and the horse starts to go up and down. Just feel the air on your face as you begin to move up and down on the horse. How does it make you feel? Feel that inner happiness of a young child, the first time they rode the carousel. Listen to the people laughing. All their worries have disappeared as they enjoy this ride. Feel that happiness inside your body, giving you upliftment. Just feel yourself on your horse, gently going up and down and enjoying the ride. And let go of all your worries. Nothing else matters while you're on this ride. Just enjoy that feeling. Listen to that music. Feel that feeling of upliftment. That feeling of childlike energy as you go around on the carousel. Nothing else matters while you're on this ride. And the carousel now gently comes to a stop. And the horse stops going up and down. And it's time to get off the carousel and continue our journey around the fair. Mind the steps as you step down off the carousel, you're quite safe. And even if in real life you don't particularly enjoy fairs, you're going to enjoy this one. This is a special fair. And as you continue to walk along, you come to a stall that has so many lights and prizes all around it. It has teddies and dolls hanging up. It has ornaments, everything you could think of. This stall is a pick-a-duck stall. It may be a stall that you used to play on when you were younger. And you could see a trough of water going around the stall. And on that water there are lots of yellow plastic ducks bobbing on the water. Each duck has a hook on its head, and they're just bobbing up and down, carefully going around the water. The man running the stall comes over and gives you a wooden pole with a string and a hook on it. And he tells you to try and pick up one of the ducks with the fishing pole. It's not that easy, as the ducks wobble and move all over the place. But keep trying. Keep trying until you hook one. And when you manage to hook a duck, then take that duck and look underneath it. Just give you a moment to get your duck as they're all bobbing along the water. You may be laughing as you can't quite manage to hook one of your ducks. Just enjoy it. Enjoy that fun. And when you've got your duck, have a look. And underneath it, the duck has a number written on it. What's the number? What does that number mean to you? Is it important? I want you to remember that number. Give the duck and the rod back to the man, and he'll give you a prize. What prize did you get? Is it something? Is it a memory? Is it something that brings back a memory of your past when you were a child? What prize were you given? Treasure that prize, remember it, and take it with you as you carry on around the fair. There are vans selling burgers and hot dogs, and you can smell the aroma of the onions as they're cooking. It smells delicious. You can hear people squealing with delight as they go on all the different rides. Keep walking ahead of you. And as you walk ahead of you, you can see a candy floss stall. Go over and ask for some candy floss. It's so light. Feel how that candy floss feels. Touch it. Is it sticky? Does it cling to your fingers? It smells so sweet, so delicious. Pick some up with your fingers and enjoy eating your candy floss. It makes you feel like a child again and brings back so many happy memories of when you were smaller. You may get a bit stuck on your nose. It may stick around your mouth. Just laugh, it's funny. What are you thinking about as you're eating that candy floss? Enjoy the memories that this makes you feel. You've no worries, no anxiety, no problems. Just that feeling of being loved and happy. Enjoy eating your candy floss. Enjoy the memories that it brings you. Some of those memories may make you feel emotional, but they're happy memories. They're memories that you will always have. Just enjoy that feeling of being loved and happy. And when you finished your candy floss, I want you to have a look at the stick. And on the stick is a word. What's the word on your candy floss stick? What does it mean to you? Does it make sense? Maybe it's something you need in your life at this moment. Just take a moment to concentrate on this word and think what it might mean to you. Once you've memorised the word, carry on walking around the fair, going past the dodgem cars, and you can hear the screams of laughter from the people as they bump into each other. People are squealing with laughter as their cars bump into each other. And you can hear the electric clicking as they go around and around. Carry on going past the dodgems until you come to the Big Dipper. Don't be afraid. You may not normally like Big Dippers, but be a devil this time and go up the stairs to where the Big Dipper starts. You're really safe. There are lots of carriages on the rails, and as you go up the steps, you can hold on and you have no fear at all. You know you're safe. Have a look at all the carriages on the rails. Pick a carriage and get into it. Now put the safety rail over you. Know that whatever happens, you're safe. You cannot be harmed. Gently the Big Dipper starts to move forward. And gently it starts to climb the first hill. Don't be scared. Watch as you go up. It's a bit rickety, but it's fun. Watch as you go up and you get to the top of the hill on the rails. Feel that wind in your hair. You feel exhilarated and happy. You go over the top of the hill and down the other side as the carriage goes faster and faster as it goes down the other side. Feel your hair blowing in the wind, how you feel exhilarated and happy. And finally you reach the bottom. And then gently start to rise again. Up the next rail, up the next hill. And as you get nearer to the top, have a look around you. You can see the people below waving. Give them a wave. Now as you reach the top, just let go of the rail. You won't fall, you're safe. Put your hands in the air, shout and scream as you go down the other side. Let go of any tension you have. Shout it out. Let go of any stress, any worries, any problems that you've got. Just give a good scream as you go down the other side until once again you reach the bottom. You're at the bottom and you're going along, just along the rails, gently chugging along the rails. And then once again you see that you're going to start climbing again. This time, once again, as you reach the top and go over the top, as you go down the other side, scream as loud as you can. Let everything go. Notice how free you feel, how light you feel, how wonderful it is to just let go of all that stress and worry. And the Big Dipper carries along the rail until it comes back to where you started, and it gently comes to a halt. Notice how different you feel as you get off. How free you feel as you make your way back down the stairs. How alive you feel. How exhilarated you feel. Now carry on walking around the fair. What can you see? There are people and children laughing. There are so many different rides as you walk around the fair. So many different noises, so much music. And I want you to carry on until in front of you see the big wheel. Just stand and watch as the big wheel goes round. Notice how high it is. Wait until the wheel stops. And I want you to get into the compartment at the bottom. You're completely safe. The man locks you in. Very gently the wheel begins to move slowly. And you go up in the air. Don't be afraid, just sit back and enjoy that feeling. As you go round on the big wheel, what can you see around you? There are people in the other carriages, rocking their carriages, laughing. Some may be squealing with delight where they're having so much fun. Just enjoy that feeling of being a child, letting go of everything as you go round on the big wheel. Once again, as it goes up in the air, it starts to slow down. And as you get to the top of the big wheel, the wheel stops. It's not swinging, it's very secure. You're up high but totally safe. Have a look around you. What can you see? Are there any buildings? What's in the sky? Take a note of everything you see around you. It's absolutely magical. Make sure you don't miss anything. Take it all in. Nothing can harm you. Nothing can get you down. Nothing can worry you while you're here looking around. The wheel once again starts to move until it gently comes to a stop at the bottom. The gentleman comes over and undoes the rail and opens the compartment so you can get out. You're having so much fun at this fun fair. Children are running round you, making you laugh. They have balloons, they have candy floss, they have the prizes that they've won. There are stalls where they're trying to knock coconuts off. All the people on the stalls are shouting out, "Come over here, come and have a go on my stall." As you carry on walking, you see a strongman stall. It has a mallet and a disc that you have to hit. And the harder you hit it, the harder you hit the disc, the higher the pointer goes. And if you can hit it to the very top, then the pointer will ring a bell. Just watch as people try and hit the disc as hard as they can to see if they can ring the bell. Some of them are able to. Some of them nearly make it. Some of them are nowhere near making it. Just stand and have a watch, have a laugh at them. Now it's your turn. I want you to take the mallet and I want you to think of something that's been upsetting you, something that's been making you angry. Just take a moment to have a think. Is there anything that's been upsetting you or making you angry at the moment? And I want you to think of it. And as you do, hit that disc as hard as you can, letting go of all that frustration you have. How does that make you feel? Did the bell ring? Let's give it another go. Think of that situation or another one if you want to. And hold that mallet and hit that disc as hard as you can. This time you ring the bell. And you notice that all that anger and frustration has gone. You feel so light. Whatever you were carrying around with you has gone. Notice how different your shoulders feel. How it felt as though you had the weight of the world on your shoulders, and now you feel so light and free. There's no pain in your shoulders, no tension, no stress. You've let it all go. Now I want you to carry on walking. And this time we're going to make our last visit at the fair. And in front of you, you see a tent. And on the tent it says Fortunes read here. I want you to go inside the tent. And as you do, it's quite dimly lit. You can smell the most wonderful incense around you. There's a table in the centre of the tent. And there's a gypsy sitting at the table. She's a scarf around her hair and big earrings. And she smiles at you and beckons you over to go and sit with her. Notice how kind she seems, how wise she seems, how much you actually trust her even though you don't know her. She asks you to give her your hand. And as you give her your hand and she holds your hand, how do you feel? It's as though she's looking into your soul. You totally trust her. She says she has one of your loved ones with her. Who does she say it is? You may feel their presence around you. You may be able to feel their love being sent to you. Enjoy that feeling. What does she say your loved one wants to tell you? Listen carefully as she speaks to you. Listen to the message she's giving you from them. Remember everything she's saying. Take everything she says in with you. There may be something you want to ask them. Ask the gypsy if you can ask your loved one a question. Listen to what their answer might be. The gypsy asks you, have you got any questions about your spiritual work or your way of life? Have a think. Ask her a question. Just sit quietly and see how you feel. She may answer your question. You might just know by gut instinct the answer. Or she may tell you. You might not get an answer straight away, but it might come to you in the future when you least suspect it. Just sit and spend some time in this wonderful spiritual tent, holding the gypsy's hand. She may look at your hand and tell you something about yourself. What's she telling you? What do the lines on your hand mean? Just listen to what she's saying. You can make of it what you want. Just take on board what she's saying. If you want to hold on to it, you can. If you don't agree with her, then just let it go. You may find some of the answers come to you when you're asleep in your dream state, or when you're sitting quietly at home. You might find they just come into your mind. Don't try and pressurize yourself. Just let your mind drift. Now, if you look on the table, there's a beautiful velvet tablecloth. What colour is it? Take a note of the colour of the tablecloth. This is important for you. Colour is very important. This is a colour you need in your life at the moment. Whether you need to eat food of that colour, whether you need to wear that colour, maybe to give you upliftment or confidence, to make you feel stronger, to give you higher self-esteem. Make a note of what that colour is. It's important. And on the table is a crystal ball, right in the centre of the table. Watch as a gypsy rubs her hands over the crystal ball. Now I want you to look deep inside it. Look at the crystal ball. Just let your mind go. What can you see? Can you see any tiny shapes or a picture or place? Just empty your mind. Don't expect anything. Just wait and see. Just stare at the crystal ball and take on board and remember anything you might see inside it. If you don't see anything, it doesn't matter. It's just giving you that time of spirituality, of being calm, of focusing on something. But if you see something inside the crystal ball, I want you to remember it. Make note of it. And the gypsy now puts 2 small coins into your hand. And on each coin, it says 1 wish. I want you to take one of the coins and think of a wish for somebody else. Think of something that somebody else might need help with, whether it be their health, whether it be their life. It doesn't matter. just a wish that you've got for somebody else. And as you think of that wish for them, I want you to put that coin back into her hand. And just watch as that coin magically disappears. It suddenly disappears from her hand, and you know that help will be given wherever possible for this person. Now I want you to take the other coin, and I want you to think of a wish for yourself. Just spend a few moments thinking of something that you need help with. It's not selfish, and I don't want you to give a wish for somebody else. This has got to be for you. Something you need help with in your life at this time. And when you think of it, I want you to put that coin back in the gypsy's hand. And once again, just watch as it disappears. Knowing again that help will be given wherever possible. Now I want you to thank her. It's time to go. Thank her for all the help she's given you, for bringing your loved one forward, for giving you messages, for giving you a chance to do your wishes. Now it's time to go back out of the tent, to walk along past the big wheel, past the dodgem cars where they're all banging into each other and everybody's squealing with laughter, back past all the different stalls, the coconut stall, the stall with the ducks on, back past the vans that are selling wonderful food, back past the candy floss stall, back past the carousel with all the horses going round and round and the beautiful music playing. What song are they playing now? Are they playing the same song, or is it something different? Has that got a meaning for you? Remember that music. Make your way back to the exit. Go back through the exit with the balloons bobbing around. And carry on walking until you find yourself back in the field, in the countryside where we started our journey. As you walk along, the music is getting quieter in the distance. You can still hear it, but it's getting fainter and fainter as you carry on walking back to where you started the journey. And as you turn round, the fair is just so far in the distance, you could just about see it. Know that you can go back to this fair anytime you want to experience anything you've experienced today, so that you can enjoy and uplift yourself. Let go of any worries, any stress you might have. Know that you can go back and visit any time. I want you to just stamp your feet on the grass. Give them a bit of a stamp just to make you feel a little bit more grounded. Because now we've come to the end of our journey. I want you to feel your bottom on the seat of the chair. Give it a little wiggle. Feel yourself becoming more aware of where you are. Feel your feet on the floor, on your carpet or laminate. Gently move your hands. And when you're ready, I want you to open your eyes. Take your time. There's no rush. Take your time until you're back and you're fully aware. If you've got a drink next to you, have a drink. It's always a good way to bring yourself back, is to have a drink or something to eat. Now, those of you, in a moment, once we've closed ourselves down, if anybody's got any questions about anything, I'm happy to answer some questions. But I just want us to close ourselves down first before I answer any questions. So those of you that know how to close yourself down, please do so. Those of you that don't, just follow what I'm going to say. So close your eyes once again and visualize a purple light in the middle of your forehead. And I want you to turn this light off. Go down to your throat area where you'll see a blue light and turn that light off. Down to your heart area where you'll see a green light. Turn that light off. Down to the area just above your tummy button, there's a yellow light. I want you to turn that yellow light off. Go down to your solar plexus area below your tummy button. You find an orange light. Turn that orange light off. And finally down to our base chakra at the bottom of our spine. I want you to turn that light off. And we're just going to go back and double check that the purple light in the middle of our forehead is off. Blue light in our throat area is off. The green light in our heart area is off. The yellow light in our solar plexus above our tummy button is off. The orange light below our tummy button is off. And finally, the red light at the bottom of our spine is off. And I want you to visualize the roots of a tree going from your hands and your feet deep, deep down into the earth. I want you to put a cloak of protection around your shoulders, over your head and under your feet. And finally, cover yourself in a beautiful, pure white light. This light will give you protection that you're ready to carry on with the rest of your day. Now, as you know, I always think it's very important that you are totally grounded after you do any spiritual work so that you don't pick anything up. I don't know if anybody's got any questions about with us, or if you've got any other questions about anything spiritual you'd like to ask me. So I think we've got a few minutes left at the end. Rhonda said that meditation was lovely. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Rhonda. That's really good. It was a bit different, wasn't it? I just go along with whatever my guides give me to do, and I think sometimes it's nice, rather than to just lay on a beach or whatever, to just go and do something different. And Georgie says, thank you, Les, very relaxing. That's good, George. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. I miss you, George. I've not seen you for ages. George is one of my friends from Wimbledon Church, where I'm based, and it's we haven't seen each other for a long time. Rhonda said, thank you. You're very welcome, Rhonda. If any of you want to share this meditation with any of your friends, Vivian said that was lovely. She won a Smurf on the hook and duck. Oh, right, great. I can remember winning Smurfs when I was a kid. They were all the thing, weren't they? Oh, so I wonder, is that a memory of you having a Smurf when you were younger? That's lovely, isn't it? And they're blue as well. Blue's a healing colour. So that's great. Yeah, my kids used to love Smurfs. Don't see them anymore, do you? Yeah, so if you want to share any of your any of this meditation with anybody else, it will be on the Spiritual Psychic TV channel on YouTube. And all you've got to do is share it to any of your friends, put it on your websites or anything, on your Facebook, if you think anybody would be interested. I've got no what's the word? I don't want to promote myself or anything like that, but it's just nice sometimes if you think it would help somebody out, Yeah, George says we'll all be together soon. We will, George, and we'll have a great big cuddle. That'd be something you can look forward to, wouldn't it? He'd probably run a mile now. Oh, yeah, Vivian said a memory of when she was a child winning them. That's lovely. I hope you all got a feeling of, being a child again and that feeling of not having any worries, any cares. And I think that was the main part of it. And just to let go of, we don't often get back to that childhood feeling, do we? As we get older, we have so many responsibilities. And as Mary said earlier, you feel as though there's so many people around you. Oh, Christine said she won a fishing net. Oh, great. At least you didn't have to bring a fish home with you. I remember one of my children winning a fish and bringing it home. And I've got to be honest, that fish lasted 10 years and it got absolutely enormous. I know they don't normally last very long, do they? But 10 years we had him. Perky, his name was. And yeah, he grew absolutely enormous. Lovely old thing he was. So yeah, I always say to my kids, my grandchildren, don't go on the stools, don't win a goldfish, don't win a goldfish. So I'm always terrified about bringing them home in the bag. Yeah, so like I say, if you want to share this with anybody, that'd be absolutely wonderful. Share spiritual TV or psychic TV with as many people as you can. There's so many different shows on, and I think we've got Begita on this evening. Oh, Rhonda one candy floss. Oh, that's great. I personally don't like candy floss. I think it's too sticky. Yeah, I used to eat it when I was a kid, but I think it's a little bit messy for me now. I never used to like getting my hands dirty. So tonight we've got Birgitta and Kate, the Origin of the Ancients, doing their show at 8 o'clock. So that should be interesting. I'm not sure what they're talking about tonight, but sorry. Oh, we just got no idea afterwards. And then tomorrow evening we got a demonstration of mediumship with Deb Clark. Oh, lovely. I had a message from Deb on one of the shows, and I've been trying to look back to find it, and I can't find find it anywhere. It's so frustrating. There was something on there she said that I wanted to look back on, and I shall have to keep looking. But Deb's a fantastic medium, so that should be a really good one to watch on Saturday. And then, on Sunday we've got the trance demonstration um, with Polly and Leah. That's on the 6th of December. That would be a really good one. I'm looking forward to that one. I love a bit of trance. Okay, so Richard has just said to me that all the money that is raised from this, none of it goes to Richard. It's all going to Polly and Leah. So he just wanted to let you know it's not going to SPTV, but it should be a brilliant evening. And I do love a bit of trance, so I'm looking forward to that one. And I think, okay, Richard just said if you want to see what trance is like or what it will be like, there's a video clip of Polly doing trance on the SPTV page. So if you want to have a look before you get your ticket, very, very interesting. So yeah, and also is there our Wimbledon service on Sunday? Yeah, so we've got our Wimbledon service at 11 o'clock on Sunday. I'm not sure who the medium is. Oh, it's Ivy Baby, as I call him. So it's Ivan Lee on Sunday doing the mediumship at Wimbledon. So that'd be a good one as well. So Christine says she won a fish at the fair and her dad said not another one. Yeah, I know. I don't know what it is about when you're a kid. You just want the fish, don't you? Mary said she couldn't do Summer's 3 years old, couldn't do all of it. Won a blonde haired doll. Oh, that's nice. I remember those Cupid dolls. They used to call them Cupid dolls, and I used to say my little granddaughter Maylie used to look like a Cupid doll when she was a baby. They sort of didn't have real hair. It was sort of like plastic, and it just went round and stuck up on the top of their head, and they never had any clothes on. So I don't know if any of you ever remember those. Or am I showing my age? But yeah, That's lovely. And you always used to bring something back, even if it was really tatty, and you knew it wasn't worth the money you paid for it. But if you won something at the fair, it always meant so much, didn't it? You always thought you'd achieved so much. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. I could join. I mean, next week I will be doing my meditation on my YouTube channel, Reverend Lesley Knight. I'm sure Richard's got more things on next week as well, which will be advertised. And hopefully, I will see you in 2 weeks on Spiritual Psychics TV doing the meditation. Have a lovely week. Like I say, share any of Richard's shows and put up likes and everything else, because the more people we can help and get in touch with, the better. Because a lot of people still don't know that Psychic TV exists. So pass the message on, and especially if people are on their own. Oh, Mary said it was a steam fair. Okay, Mary. Don't think I've ever been to a steam fair. Is that one of those ones that's got like that big train in it? Like is it no, what they call them? Come on, Richard, help me out. Steampunks. Is it steampunk? Yeah. Okay. Mm. Oh, right. Oh, oh, Richard said he used to do a steampunk fair, but it ended up getting cancelled, unfortunately, because not through him, but through other people. But he said it was amazing. Yes, Rhonda, it'd be lovely to see you then. And have a lovely week, everybody. Keep safe and make sure you lift your spirits, and hope you enjoyed the fair. And I'll speak to you all in a couple of weeks or next week, depending. Take care. Bye bye.